Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Hip Hop Mike live from the crib with a special guest all the way from Atlanta. And I think, if I'm not sure, this is probably the flyest guy I've ever had on the show. I mean, if you go through his gram, it just be drip after drip after drip. Babyy Chris 2K, y'all.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
What's happening, man?
Man, kicking it, man. I'm here to premiere my new song with y'all, man. Cooling it, man. Trying to shake off the corona, man. Get back.
I feel that, man. You've been doing your thing for a minute, and I see things is going really well out of Atlanta. You got a new record out right now, No Harm, with the guy Kevin Gates, and it's just been all up and up from here.
Yeah, man. It wasn't overnight though, man. Shit.
I could imagine. Where did this begin for you? I mean, before the drip, before the swag, like, how did you get involved in music, and where was the first steps into becoming this, just incredible artist out of Atlanta?
What's so crazy? I always loved music. I think the first steps were when I was like, I gotta say, 8 years old. I saw the movie Michael Jackson Moonwalk.
Wow. And ever since then, it's just been...
I just knew I had to perform. I had to do it.
It's wild, man. Not for nothing, it's the perfect day to be talking to you then, man. We 11 years to the day since losing Michael.
Oh, man. That was a great one, man. It was a great one.
It's wild.
He look up to it. I look like that's where I get some of my drip from. You see the zip.
I mean, I think losing Michael Jackson is something that if you was around when that happened, it stays in your head. What was life like 11 years ago? I mean, do you remember when we lost Michael and where you was at on your journey and your career?
Man, 11 years ago, we lost Michael Jackson. That's when I really first got into the music industry. I had a song I was in a group called the Stat Money Boys. Had a song called The Long Way. And I was performing in Clark County. That's a city out here in Atlanta. It's a little in Atlanta. I was performing. I had a club and went to some girl. How long story short, we watching the news. They talking about Michael Jackson done died. Her sister called crying.
Wow.
Oh man, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. And then I was so high at the time. I walked out to the band. I was just looking at the boy like, "Oh, you crying about Mike?" I'm like, "Bro, come on." Yeah, man, I been with that boy Mike, man.
Nah, it's heartbreaking. I can imagine, especially being an artist that's looked up to the man. I mean, to be at that point, just getting started in your career, being part of a group, to lose an icon like that, I'm sure so young too. I mean, it really got to mess up your mentality a little bit.
Man, what? But I just kept it moving. I just looked at all the great times, and I ain't think about nothing that bad. I just always looked at all the great and what I can learn from it. Everything that I can see, I can try to mimic and do. I just tried to learn from what he left and his legacy. You know what I'm saying?
So growing up and getting into music, was the first thing you did be part of this group, or were you a solo artist before that?
Now, music culture just in Atlanta, period. Like, I was always in a group, even from when I was like 10 years old. It might let it be a neighborhood group. We had a neighborhood group, YMM. We were just rapping and we were young and we thought we was the hot boys and I always thought I was Lil Wayne because I was the youngest, And it always just went from close childhood friends, from playing to seeing the people we wanted to be like, being able to do it, so we actually seeing that we can do it. And it went from playing to being serious.
What was like the plan back then? Because I can imagine 11 years ago, you done seen Atlanta grow substantially since then. And a lot of the bigger talent has come up since that point. Was music always the thing to do in Atlanta, or did it become bigger and bigger and you were kind of on it before most? Because I'd imagine being part of a group 11 years ago, I mean, that's before a lot of kids was into music. I'm sure there was more sports and people trying to play football and such. Was that the case?
Yeah, man. And then what's so crazy, it wasn't a plan because we were going to be the first to do it. You know what I'm saying? We were some of the first. It was like everything that's out now, like I made the way for a lot of the artists to be how they is, to wear the skinny clothes and to wear the dress flamboyant like that. I was one of the first artists out of Atlanta to dress flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? Me and Young Thor, you can go back This is actually documented on YouTube. I got him down here in my studio on Bankhead 11 years ago, actually with Swamp Izzo, one of my close friends and DJs. You know what I'm saying? And it just, when it comes to new Atlanta, I feel like I'm one of the pioneers because I never cared and I never stayed inside the box when it comes to fashion and bringing it into the music, because I always, like, there was back when they weren't even making skinny pants for men. I had to get the girl True Religion and make them look like they were for the, and know nothing about that. You see what I'm saying? And they go from these kids now don't know, but I'm a show them. You know, I just gotta, they know what's going on when they see it. Ain't like I'm copying nothing. I'm just doing what I know, what's come naturally.
I mean, that's one thing I definitely got from just looking at your track record and your history to Instagram is that, you know, everything has been really authentic. Like, I don't know a lot about fashion, but I could tell when somebody knows about styling and when somebody's just buying brands. And you're clearly a guy that knows how to put pieces together. Like, I mean, whether it's tearing up a Yeezy shirt or wearing what you're wearing now, you know, I think a lot of times people don't really give credit to the true creativity and the vision that's behind that. And they just look at the Bathing Ape and Supreme and be like, he got it, but does he, you know?
Yeah, it's different then, man. Like, what year that Bape you got on, man? What year that Supreme is? That a piece or is that a shirt? I heard you name drop the pieces, man. Like, you know what you're talking about, man. Let me find out.
Well, I'm a fan of the pieces, man. And like, you know, at the end of the day, I think it came from being a fan of music is, you know, the reason I always say people is like, you a white guy, you from New York, why didn't you get into politics? And I'm like, because there's something about music that I think the genuine always eventually shines through, that it doesn't happen with politics. The politics is more sometimes than not, when you're not genuine, is going to shine through, you know?
Exactly. It's like, it's so genuine and organic. I'm a real thrifter, you know. I like to go and see what's lost to someone, what's old to someone. I can revamp it and look. You know what I'm saying? It might be the first Yeezy shirt ever made. Somebody gave it away. I done found it for $3. I put it on. You don't think I spent $1,500 on it? I just went thrifting for this 2 miles away.
Nah, I could clearly see you got the eye, man. Do you apply that same method to music? Are you somebody that is always kind of trying different things, trying to get different production? Or do you kind of have a style that you like to stick to? Because I could imagine over the course of the career, you've gotten a lot of variety put across your plate, you know?
Yeah, I got a lot of variety. I apply that to everything in my life. I want it to be like my way, extravagant. I want it to be magnificent and glorious and loud. If it ain't a peacock, I don't even want it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to stand out because I came from being under. You see what I'm saying? So everything I do when it comes to my beats and when it comes to me even recording, I'm trying to stand out when I record. I'm trying to stand out with my beats. I'm trying to stand out with my clothes. I'm trying to stand out who I am. I always looked up to other people, like other rappers, but I always wanted to be me, even when I would look. And I never got a chance to be fully myself, be Babyy Chris. So I want the world to see that you can be you. You can look up to other people, but it's cool to be yourself and let the world see you being you.
That's a fact. How did you get the name Babyy Chris?
My dad is Big Chris. Grandma they call me Babyy Chris, man. So just always been Babyy Chris.
What was Big Chris like? I'm sure he had an impact. If people automatically is calling you Baby Chris, I'm sure your dad did some major things out there. Was he into music also?
Yeah, my dad, he liked music. He was into Tupac. My dad, he was more of a street cat, fly guy.
All right.
Everybody from dressing it. That's why they like, oh yeah, that Chris son, because I like how my daddy do. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So when did the music start really getting moving and things take off? Because it sounds like you've done this for a long time and a lot of it was just natural and for fun. But when did you really start taking music serious and like kind of applying the skills to be Baby Chris and not part of a group or trying to help other people get out of Atlanta and, you know, blow up their careers?
When I took myself serious, shit, when I got out of prison in 2016, 2017, when I got out of prison, I took life serious. It was like I was playing with life, and I had to sit down. God sat me down, and I just look at that time as a reflecting time, and I looked at myself and I looked at who I can be, who I should be, or who I want to be, and who I need to be. And I chose the right path, and I feel like if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today. Not saying that that's the right path to go, because that's the worst path. I hate that for any man, any person, any human being on the earth. But for me, it was epiphany came that this what I need to do, this what I'm gonna stick to, and that's when I took it serious. Let the world just see me. It's all about me.
See, that's such a pivotal thing, man, because I mean, as somebody that could kind of relate, I don't know how much time you was in there for, but you know, you go into a situation like that and it's either going to make you twice as bad as you was going in, or it's going to make you want to go get the karma right. And then, you know, you go through the process, but then coming out, the karma is never really 100%. And it's just constantly trying to work at that and become a better person day after day. I think with this industry, this game, it's such a struggle, especially for kids coming out of Atlanta, because in New York, I mean, when I came out of a situation like that, there's a lot of different places you could go and gravitate to. But I feel like the culture in Atlanta is always built to kind of suck you back into that street life. Being, my fault, go ahead.
On my bad, it was like even in the rap, like street inside the rap. So you'll be doing good in the rap and you'll meet somebody in the street and want to go street. But it's all about tunnel vision and keeping your head on the swivel and being focused and knowing who you are and what you want to do and having the foundation of your moral. That's why I said prison for me, it changed me because it made me stand on what I needed to stand on and what I thought I needed. See what I'm saying?
So after you came out, what was the focus and what did you work on that made things go to the next level? Was it all mental, or were you doing something out there that was connecting dots on the music tip too?
It was listening. I wasn't listening to people. You see what I'm saying? I thought I knew everything. I'm a Leo, you know, July the 30th Leo game. But I thought I knew everything, and I feel like if you didn't know more than me, I'm not gonna listen to you. That's just how I felt.
Gotcha.
And that was a selfish way to look at life, because I had kids, and I want my kids to know, young black men to know that you need to learn how to listen to your father, because I'm here to love you, and I need you to know to listen to the right things and the wrong thing, because you can listen to anyone and it can be over.
Word.
You can take 1 second to make a bad change that can ruin the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? So I had to learn to listen, and once I listened, it was easy. I got that ball rolling. It was easy for me to connect the dots, because I had the talent. I always had the talent. I always had the smarts. It just I never listened, and now listening, and doors are opening. I wouldn't even be here, me and you, my great man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the love, man. I mean, I think that's such a valuable lesson for any artist. And a lot of people never really have the opportunity to sit with their thoughts and figure that out, because we look at kids nowadays, man, a lot of them are trying to emulate what they see, you know? More times than not, I talk to somebody from Atlanta, they're like, I'm the next Future, or I'm the next Migos, and it's very tough to find people across the board. I mean, I'd say same thing when I talk to kids from LA, they want to be Kendrick. When I talk to kids from New York, they want to be Jay-Z. But like, to really be somebody who's able to sit back, learn the lessons of a Hove, a Kendrick, a Future, whatever it may be, and then apply that to yourself, but still staying true to your vision. It's a lot of people struggle with that, man. So I'll give you credit, for real.
I appreciate that, man, because that was so crazy. I always wanted to be Wayne. Growing up, I always just wanted to be Wayne so bad, to the point that I got the crack on my forehead. I'm saying, I'm going to get tattooed like him. It took for me to really sit down, like, this what you trying to really live your life to be like somebody who you think. You don't even know this man. You don't know Sita, son. You don't know Sita, son, boy. But no, I had to really just focus on what was real and what was really favorable for me. You see what I'm saying? And what would help better my family and better my situation. You see what I'm saying? Not playing, not idolizing. It just, I had to learn that I was great. You see what I'm saying? And that comes from a lot of self-hate too, because people don't believe in themselves, and people think that I gotta dress like this person so I can feel cool, and then I feel accepted, and we can be cool and all us look alike.
Yeah.
You don't have to be accepted. They gonna accept you when they see the genuineness of you being you. I want to be me. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be Wayne. I want to be me. I want to be little baby. That's why I got the baby bar. It's still baby.
Nah,
Man,
I
I
mean,
to be they self. That's what I'm here. If you wonder what Babyy Chris about, what I represent self-love. This is loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself and show you. I don't want to see Future Wayne or nobody. I want to see who you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
that's the thing, man. Success is definitely a frame of mind. And once you start realizing that, it's always going to be on the up and up from here. Connecting with Kevin Gates, how far back does that relationship go, and why Kevin for this single? Because I feel like you're a guy that knows a lot of people and is able to connect features across the board. What was it about working with Kevin Gates, and what is it about this record that made it feel like it was a good match?
Oh, that was a no-brainer, man. Come on, boy. I'm hard. And I was thinking who would come out that top rope with me like Judge Cedar. We'll be the Dudley boys out there. I know both of them go crazy. But on the serious note, no, I've been knowing Gates for a little minute through the rap connection through Sean, my manager. You see what I'm saying? And, we really organically vibe, like outside the music. Like he pulled up on us on Bankhead in the Porsche. Like he had no spirit or nothing. What's up, nigga? You all right, nigga? Don't be over there thug life. Let me see you, nigga. You okay? Love me. Hey, I'm like, okay, man. Okay, like I really mess with Kevin Gates, man. I love it.
It's a genuine dude for sure.
Yeah.
What was it like working on this record? I mean, how long ago did it start, and why this one for the single? Because I see it's going pretty crazy. Was this planned like way before, or is this something that kind of came up random?
Man, what was so crazy? I had 20 minutes left in the session. My road manager he was like, man, come on, man, time to go. I'm like, bro, just let me go in there. I'm finna go. He was like, man, you don't even got the beat. My DJ, he said, man, we got the beat right here. Go in there. We were trying to work on the beat all day. I was like, just let me go in there. 20 minutes. I'm sitting here talking. 15 minutes left. He just made me lose 2 minutes. So I go to the booth, bring it back one more time. They're like, see, bro, you playing? I'm like, no, I got it. Like I took a Xanny, I got lots of bars. Let me hear that. Car from out the planet, Rafi got the star. I made this song. I made it. Hit the hook. Don't go to bird. They let her. Oh, like come on. Go to the bird. Go straight in. Jump on top that road like John Cena. In that block. Hold on. One more time. Let me hear. Okay. Jump on top that road like John Cena. That thing, I made that thing. 15 minutes. 16 minutes. I still had like 3 minutes left of studio time. They trying to rush me out. That was so crazy.
Damn.
It's this. And we didn't think it was going to be nothing. We just thought it was just going to be some little Baby Chris trying to rush in, and it became to be different.
Wow. And then you just felt it's genuine, it's going to slap, and then put that out. I mean, going crazy.
Going crazy. I didn't even know. It took me like a couple of days to remember. I rushed it in.
It's crazy.
That was crazy, but we knew though, like when we heard it, like when we played it this night at the studio, we're like, oh yeah, this is it. See, that was it. We knew though.
Yeah, once the energy feel right, you know what you got to go with.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the focus now? What are you working on, and how are you moving forward? Because I mean, it seems like you done learned a lot of lessons along the way, and like you in a perfect pocket to really set the tone that you've been waiting to set. How are you moving forward, and what can people expect to come in the future? Because I feel like you about to have a real big end of the year.
Yeah, I'm finna go brazen. In the future, I got 1000 BC, the EP coming out sometime late July. I don't want to put a specific date on that and get nobody hopes up, but it's gonna be in July. We ain't gonna hold y'all that long. I got 1000 BC, and right now I'm just trying to go crazy with the No Harm with Kevin Gates. I want everybody to hear that. That dropped tonight officially on all streaming platforms with my boy Gates. Already No Harm, the regular, is already on all streaming platforms. No Harm, Babyy Chris. Fools, but I'm just trying to go crazy and get my face out there, man, and rub some shoulders with the right people and let them know that I'm here to stay.
How excited are you for this project? Because I feel like you talking late July and being a Leo, I feel like there might be something around the birthday. Is that what we looking at?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna blow nobody up, man.
All right. Just know Leo season's about to be crazy.
Leo season's gonna be crazy, you know. That big mane, man. I'm a lion. I gotta let my mane hang. You dig what
I love it, man. I think you're doing everything right. And the fact that it's genuine is definitely going to connect with the people, man. So I'm excited to watch this roll out.
Appreciate that, my brother.
Much love. I appreciate your time today. How can people keep up with you? What's the best way to find you in the music?
The best way to find me on the music, you can go to my SoundCloud and YouTube page, which is Babyy Chris 2K. Everything in Babyy Chris 2K. And the best way to just keep up with me everyday lifestyle, see how I'm rocking, kicking. My Instagram, Babyy Chris 2K. Twitter, Babyy Chris 2K. Facebook, Babyy Chris 2K. Baby Tammy Toe. If you already know me on Facebook, hey mama.
Bow. And my last question, because I feel the need to ask, what's up with merch? I feel like your merch would be out of this world. Are you working on something for them?
Hey, I gotta fly. I'm trying to wait till we can fly and move right, because you already know how I'm trying to come. I'm trying to go high end. You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
We ain't sweat soon to death. I'm trying to support all the small black businesses. I'm supporting all small businesses, but I want mine to be big. I'm trying to go. The name of my clothing line is gonna be Liberio Chinichi. You see what I'm saying, man? $1,800 shirts, and it's gonna be having real good thread, 300 thread count material tank tops. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting you down.
All right, say that.
Yeah.
So people could definitely check for that. Make sure y'all follow Babyy Chris 2K. I appreciate your time again, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man, for having me. Peace and blessings to you, my brother.
Much love. Be safe out there, bro.
You too.